let's talk about Linus Tech Tips. Did you guys hear what happened with Linus Tech Tips? I like Linus Tech Tips so much that I actually duplicated his quote unquote home system. He created an AMD home system or something like that. I duplicated his CPU, video card, motherboard, memory, SSD, not SSD, M.2 SSD. So I'm looking at what I got. I got all of those things because I knew he would build something good for himself. So I actually like his videos. I watched him for a long time, for years. So he's going through some controversy. New video on the comments regarding Madison situation was deleted. What? So the whole drama started with this.
And at the center of all this, you have Linus Tech Tips, or really Linus Media Group, LTT's parent company that also runs things like their labs, which is meant to be a team of engineers that allow LTT to review tech products at a much higher standard. And it appears that all their recent problems kind of started because of this clip from a tour of their labs when an engineer said,
"The difference between us and somebody like Gamers Nexus or Hardware Unboxed is we test new components, new tests every time."
Which I will
That's kind of messed up. Okay, who are those guys? I've seen his YouTube channel. I forgot. Oh, it's called Murph's Gaming. He seems like a legit channel. I actually got a lot of good advice from his channel. And Hardware Unboxing, I don't think I've ever seen their channel. I'm not saying anything negative about them. I just don't know them, right? So that's a kind of messed up thing to say. I don't shit talk a lot of YouTubers, or I should probably start. It would make great content, right? But what's Linus Tech Tips trying to do is they're trying to create a standardized laboratory where they can test every single component to make sure it meets the manufacturer's guarantees and bullshit like that. So they're not lying to us.
really blew up is when Gamers Nexus released a 44-minute video on Monday to directly discuss the comparison. And in it, they argue that LTT cares more about releasing as many videos as possible over anything else. And it wasn't like they were just throwing.
So I've actually watched LTT videos, almost most of them. Like if you go through my history, I have watched probably 70% of their videos in the last 3 months. And yeah, they're cranking stuff out. I after watching some of their videos, I have been left wondering, why did you even upload this video? Because it doesn't seem like you got to the goal or the storyline or anything like that. Uh,
Out baseless accusations. Regarding the extremely fast schedule of LTT, they point to a video where employees flatly state that they wish projects weren't so rushed and that the schedule was loosened a bit. And as for the bad data, they gave multiple examples of data being incorrect. But we're not going to get into every technical detail because you can go watch their video.
So yeah. This is the part I kind of want to show you guys because I'm curious about your opinion. Okay. But here's their apology. I kind of want you to hear their apology.
Halted for at least a week to discuss systems at the company and adding,
"Staying relevant on YouTube is hard for everyone, but we aren't fighting for survival anymore, and we don't."
See, I know what she's saying. She's saying we're in a good enough spot where we should not pump out content to a point where we're not putting out maybe the best content. I think that's what she's saying. And my fear is you take a lax opinion like this of YouTube, it's going to come back bite you. That's from my personal experience. But let's watch it, see what they say, guys.
And with that, saying by attacking Gamers Nexus, Linus was just shooting the messenger. With that said, this morning they actually uploaded a video that tackles many of the accusations that were brought up, though not all. First off, the company is putting production on hold for at least the next week to discuss all this and the steps moving forward, with Linus apologizing for how he handled the situation and saying it was pretty much his fault as he was CEO at the time. Right, and since then, and not because of the situation, Linus and his wife Yvonne had hired a CEO to take over many day-to-day operations, and he promised to shake things up in this video. Additionally, Yvonne announced that there would be a reduction in uploads moving forward and that production was being halted for at least a week to discuss systems at the company, and adding,
Staying relevant on YouTube is hard for everyone, but we aren't fighting for survival anymore, and we don't need to run at this pace. In fact, in some ways, it's our efforts to keep doing more and keep doing better that have created our current situation.
She also said that it was wrong to not spend $500 to properly retest a product and that halting production wouldn't mean hardships for their massive team. Other members of the team spoke as well, such as the head of the
new
labs
CEO.
department, to clarify some testing issues and state that things were moving to make their testing more reliable. As for many of the on-screen mistakes, such as questionable graphs or asterisks when they named products wrong, they said that's often a communication breakdown between the writing team and claims that while LMG
I'm trying to find their CEO.
Email to Gamer Next from
Anyway.
ever happening.
Oh, okay. So these are the deleted comments from the video. Now acknowledging the Madison situation. Madison was this. Apparently, Madison was a one of their employees that accused them of bullying and maybe even some sexual harassment or something like that. I don't think it was sexual harassment. I think it was bullying and teasing. And yeah, she according to her, she had to do a lot of content. It was like 2 Instagrams, 2 TikToks, 2 Twitters, and to produce 2 videos a week. The posts, the Instagram, the social media posts were daily, and then 2 videos a week. That's not that much in my opinion, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of over it. I think they'll leave it. Everyone's really making a gigantic thing about this for some reason. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm genuinely curious.